it was an honor to me to represent such a beautiful boy that actually lived in Mexico, and his name is Jose Sanchez del Rio. And this boy is not known in any part of the world. So his story, it's really inspiring. It transmits a lot of hope, a lot of love. So I loved to represent such a beautiful character and to be part of this great film, because I had the pleasure to act with Peter O'Toole, Andy Garcia, Eva Longoria. I don't know, it's a dream for me. Well, I think Jose, he was a normal boy. He was naughty, and he just made a prank with the father, and he was Catholic, but not that Catholic. So I think his transformation is really, really shocking, because he sees a really strong scene with Father Christopher, that's Peter O'Toole, and I think Peter O'Toole is the person that transformed Jose to the point of giving his life for Christ. You know, Peter O'Toole says, there is no greater glory than to give your life for Christ. And I think that's why it's called For Greater Glory. So Jose, when he listens to that phrase and he sees the determination of Father Christopher, of Peter O'Toole, he gets shocked, and he wants to be part of that. He wants to have that faith. So he says, I'm going to join the Cristeros. You know? So he joins the movement, and I think it's amazing for him, and it was amazing for me. It's like a chain, because Peter O'Toole transforms Jose. Then there's a really cool scene when my friend Lalo in the movie, Adrian Alonso, the Mexican actor, he touches my shoulder and he says, let's go. And I don't want to tell you why, because maybe you're gonna watch it, but it's just the same scene that I do with Peter O'Toole. So it's like, I would love that in the movie you could see a flashback, but they didn't put it. But it's just the same scene, you know? And that, it's really strong, because now Jose has the determination of Father Christopher, and he's ready to die. And he existed, and he was 14 years old. So I think that's really strong. It was a big challenge, but it was an honor too. But, you know, I had to study a lot of him. I have to read a lot of books about him, biographies, some novels, but they were hard to find, those kind of books, because his story is not known in Mexico and in the world. I actually have him in here. He is the actual Jose, and I have a really strong relationship with him. He was beatified by John Paul II, so I think his story is amazing, and I want to transmit his story to the world. I want to transmit that story to you, because his story was amazing, and nobody knows about it. So it's really important, and it was a big honor to represent him. That was hard, because they were not doing anything to me, but what I did was to pray a lot before this scene. You know, ask Andy Garcia for tips. Peter O'Toole treated me really, really cool. We had a really cool relationship off the set. And, you know, I listened to Coldplay. I love Coldplay. And Coldplay is like dramatic music. The old CDs were like really melancholic. So I listened to this kind of music, and I got involved into the feeling. So I hope you guys that will watch the film, you can feel what I felt, because it was a really hard scene.
Just say the word. You can go home.
I love you. Viva Cristo Rey.
I think that was the hardest scene that I made.
Why are you here?
We want to be cristeros, mi general.
In the courage of a boy.
Jose, I've never had a son, but if I did, I would want him to be just like you.
Would they really kick out an old man like me?
The federales are coming! They're coming!